Hello, our textiles craft today is going to be CD weaving. So all you'll need is either a CD or a circle of card with a hole in the middle, a little needle that's made out of a bit of plastic packaging with a hole in, which I'll show you how to make. You'll need some different wools, or ribbon, or strings, or strips of fabric, some scissors, and a little bit of patience. So we're going to be doing some CD weaving. Okay, so our CD weaving, you don't have to do it as tight as that, you can do it nice and loose, but the first thing we need to do is put in the warp around the edges. Okay, so I've got our CD and we're going to weave onto the shiny side. Okay, so you need a piece of wool or thread that's about 2 meters long. I'm going to put it through the middle and then tie it on the back quite tight. So you've got your first spoke in. You can see that. So we need an odd number. Okay, you need an odd number of warp threads. So what we're going to do is we're going to weave them in twos, in pairs, and then the one at the end is going to be on its own. So all you do is thread, pull your thread through. I'm going to put 2 there. Pull it all the way through. You see that? Another 2 there. The more warp threads you put on, the tighter it will be. If you put less on, your weaving will be looser. Okay. We're just putting them on in pairs together for now. And the last one is going to be an odd one. So we've got pairs, and then the last one's going to be an odd one, which we're going to tie onto the back. Try and keep these fairly tight. If you haven't got a CD, you could just cut a piece of cardboard and put a hole in the middle if you want it to be circular. That's tied on there. So we'll cut that off. Cut that off. And then you can spread those out so they're evenly spread around your CD. A little bit like the spokes on a wheel or on a water wheel. So then you've got it threaded up, then you're ready to weave. So to weave onto your CD weaving, let's see how well you can see that. Let's find something it can show up against. Cut a little needle out of some plastic packaging and I've punched a hole in here. Okay, that's just to make it look a bit easier to actually weave with. Okay, so any old plastic packaging, margarine pot, whatever it is you've got. Okay, then to take off a length of thread. And the first thing you're going to do is tie it. We're going to start from the middle, so we're going to tie it onto the back. post it through the hole in the middle. And then attach the end of the thread that you're going to be weaving with to your needle. So through the little hole, thread it through, and tie it on. So like any weaving, it's over and under, over and under. So it's quite fiddly in the centre bit where it's all quite tightly packed, and then it gets easier as you get towards the edge. So we're going to go, this one is going to be our first one. So we're going to go over and then under the next one, over, under, over, under. You want to do 2 or 3 and then pull the thread tight. There we go. You can push it into the middle and then over, under, oops, over, under, over, under, and then pull it tight again. Trying not to get it attached to your tripod while you're filming, because I'm not very good at filming. There we go. Can you see that? So just keep going. So if we've gone under that one, it must be over that one. Over, under, over, under, over, under. You pull it tight. You can use your fingers to push it into place a little bit. You can use your fingers to keep your spokes, your warp threads in the right place. So you can do it tight if you want to, or you could just leave it like a loose spiral. Do it however you want. So you could just leave it loose and do it like a spiral, like a snail shell, or you can pull it tight. You just keep going until you've got enough of whatever colour it is you're using on that you like it. Okay, so I've been working on this one for a little bit now, and I've got enough of this colour on, so I want to swap colours. So to do that, I'll just cut this thread off my little needle, give myself a little bit of working thread there, and then choose my new colour, tie it on. Try to leave some ends because they're a little bit easier to tuck in then. So if you leave the ends there quite long, they're attached together. You put the other end of your new colour and tie it onto your needle. There. And then you just carry on. So it last went under that one, so we're going to start with an over on this one. So we're going to go over, under, like we were before. A few, and then pull it through. And when you can see where the knots, where your attachment is, you can literally just tuck that underneath as you're weaving round. You can just tuck it under with your fingers, or you can get a little pencil and poke it under. But as you're weaving round, that will go underneath there. Does that make sense? You just keep weaving round and round and round. When you get to the very end, take your thread over the back and tie it off, and I've just tied a little hanger on there, so you can have it actually as a hanging that you can hang in a tree or as a decoration. So that's how to make a CD weaving.